CJ, Pop, Pop, Dad, and even Calcutta. These are the several names that belong to one man, a man whose identity remained a mystery. This man of many names must have a background of many stories, and I was certainly determined to figure those stories out. I was pacing around my room, utterly perplexed at the existence of such a mysterious man, when I got the idea to call up some special people for questioning. With the help of these individuals, I began my investigation on the man of many names. Witness number 1, Constance, stepdaughter. Witness number 2, DeAndre, son-in-law. Witness number 3, Blair, daughter. Witness number 4, Bryson, son. Witnesses number 5 and 6, Kayla and Darren, grandchildren. And lastly, myself. Yes, I traveled through time and interviewed myself. It's possible, no further questions, let's move on. I started off the interrogation by asking everyone to give me a word they associate with the man of many names. An easy question to start off the investigation. Or so I thought. Hesitation and a nervous laugh. Is witness 4 trying to tell us something? Well, let's hear what he has to say.
You know the word for when people are like really helpful, like probably a little too helpful?
And now, an odd answer from witness number 4. Since this investigation was not going the way I expected it, I allowed witness number 4 to collect his thoughts and try again.
Selfless. He's just always helping other people. And he's usually just putting himself like last. And he's always making sure like everyone else is like taken care of first.
I associate the word creative with him. He's so full of creativity and also passion. He's so full of passion when it comes to being creative. That's one thing that really drew me to him when he first came into my life as a father figure.
Mellow and easygoing.
Kind, encouraging. He's always just so excited about the work I do, and he's always willing to, give me advice or, praise when I need it. And half the time I'm not even proud of my work. I don't even like it, and then I'll call him and he'll look at it and he'll be like, "Wow, this is amazing."
Nice, chilling, like chill, laid back, funny.
What wonderful words to describe such a mysterious man. A man this great must have an angry side to him, right? So I wondered, is there a time where he's ever gotten angry?
Do I remember a time that I got scolded by Dad? No, actually, I don't. Like, at all. I never really see him get mad. He's always lovable.
No, I don't. That's why I said he's so easygoing and so mild-mannered. I literally, I don't. I really don't.
I honestly don't think there was ever a time I got in trouble with Papa.
Not really, to be honest.
I was absolutely appalled hearing these answers. Is it possible that such a nice man exists? I had to find out more.
I don't recall a time that I've ever been scolded by Pop, but he did catch me with a boy in my room once. And the only thing he said to me was, "You need to tell Mike to leave." And I was like, "Oh my God!" So that's the only time.
When we were younger, we would have it on Nick at Night or something, and there'd be like an episode that we were watching of like The Fresh Prince, and he would be like, "Hey, turn that off," or something.
So it looks like the man of many names is a man of very few words. Well, I figured that if there weren't any bad memories with this man, there must be good memories instead. Here's what I found out.
My fondest memory of Pop would have to be playing games, like board games and backgammon and stuff. I was very competitive when I was in middle school with him. So I don't know if it was the rebellious teenager side of me, but I was always like really competitive when we played games. So playing Stratego and all kinds of things, Battleship, it was fun.
It was probably back in 2000 and maybe 13, Black Friday. Everyone had come over to our house and we had our Thanksgiving dinner, which was a tradition when we lived in Gainesville. And so it was really cool, me and Pop having like one-on-one. I mean, we always talk and have one-on-one time, but it was really cool, like he and I going out and braving different crowds, Black Friday crowds, to find what we needed to find. So he and I went to Target that Thanksgiving night and spent hours trying to find an Xbox 360 for, Blaze, Blair, and Bryson.
My fondest memory with Dad would be growing up. We would always do these home movies, and we would go all out. I mean, it would be a full-on production. He would have background music. He would dub the voices over. We would go to different places to film. He had it was crazy. It was everything. And I remember one in particular where he took us all across town to a playground or to the school. I don't remember which one it was, but I think it was the school. And we filmed, and I don't even know what the concept of the whole movie was. It was kind of silly, but he still took the time out of his day to drive all the way out there, and that gas money, even though that gas money was not cheap, but he still, took us out to film, and he didn't complain once, and he seemed pretty happy and genuinely, excited about what we were doing as well. And so, yeah, those are the memories that I have with him. And I feel like growing up doing those movies with Dad just kind of caused me to have a passion for filmmaking and production.
Probably when we were making the home videos, those were good memories to have.
Probably when he took me out to my first tournament back in when I was 13, and he took us to an RU game tournament. And even though I got destroyed there, it still was a good memory because he really helped me get into a whole new community through that just one experience.
Probably Flip Factory too. Same thing.
It looks like this investigation is shaping up nicely. I wondered if this man of many names was able to provide such happy memories for these individuals. There must be new memories that they would want to create with him. So I asked, what would you do if you had all the time and money in the world?
Either take him to New York City and let him kind of tour some of the places he maybe frequented way back in the day, or maybe just take him to a Broadway show. Say, hey, what do you want to see on Broadway? Is there anything playing you want to see, or anything that is coming up you want to see, and just let him enjoy himself for a week in New York City.
Buy him food, and I'd buy him stuff he needs. I'd probably go to the movies with Pop, and then afterwards I'd go to a theme park and then have a nice lunch.
I would probably go to LA with Dad and take him around a tour of all the studios in LA.
I would take Pop to New York, and I would have him present his ideas to any producers or any casting directors or anything he wanted to do having to do with the arts.
Probably go on a cruising, because that was actually a pretty fun experience, going on a cruise with Pop and Mom.
Maybe go to Broadway, a Broadway play, or maybe visit one of his favorite celebrities and hang out with them.
For a man of many names, there must be a lot of questions surrounding him that these witnesses have. And so I decided to give everyone the chance to ask them.
I've always been curious about what it was like for him working as an actor in New York, how people treated him, and would he ever go back to that life?
I think I'm still curious about a lot more of his theater days. And I know, Pop, used to go to New York City, used to hit the theater scene and go on auditions. So I'm really curious about I know he shared with me some stories about how he was extras on some movies, and I can't remember if it was Robert De Niro or something. But I'm very curious about his his theater past and like some of the interactions, or just how was it? How was it going for different auditions and being in that environment?
I know he used to be an actor, and he also, used to work backstage at SNL, and I just know he has so many experiences working in that field, and I just want to know, what made him be interested in it in the first place.
What was life like with Mom not in the picture in the past? Because I can't really imagine how he would be like without her.
What driven you to get into drama or like acting? Because first you started off with sports, but I want to know like what influenced you to become like an actor.
Was he in the military when he was like a young adult?
After hearing all these good questions, I decided to end the investigation there. After collecting all my data and completing all my research, this is what I found out about the man of many names. The man of many names, also known as Calvin, is a loving husband as well as a loving father and grandfather. He is playful, caring, and also is funny with a great sense of humor. Calvin is multi-talented and a passionate man. After finding out the amazing man behind the mystery, I decided to reopen the investigation one last time so that everyone can share their final thoughts.
I'm thankful to Pop for always loving me unconditionally, even when it seemed like there may have been no hope for me when I was rebelling. He was there always as a loving father figure and just encouraging me with the arts.
I am thankful for just Pop, again, just being so easygoing, but always being encouraging. One of the things I think about Pop is he's so encouraging. I use words to describe him like he's easygoing and mild mannered. Pop is very, chill and relaxed, but I also know that, he can be a great encourager. He's always saying, hey, you guys did good, or I like how you did this when it comes to acting, or any type of achievement. I mean, he's just encouraging. He makes you feel like you got this, and he's proud too.
I'm thankful to Dad for always being so positive and just being a happy person to be around. He's got such a chill and laid back personality, but he rarely speaks on the negative side. You rarely see him complain or be upset about anything, and I think it's a really great person to be around.
I'm thankful that he's always supporting us with whatever route that we want to take in life, and he always finds ways to help us out in the future.
I'm just thankful that he allowed me to get into animation, and instead of like forcing sports on me, and it just like just really like I'm thankful just for him doing that, because I wouldn't know what I would be doing if he didn't. So
for just being a great pop
For
and all
taking
the
us
things
to the Fat Factory.
all the things that he does for Jaren and I, and yeah.
For taking us to the Fat Factory.
Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for being a strong rock for my mother and for being a supportive father figure.
Just that I love you. I mean, actions speak louder than words, but just I love you and love the man that you are, and I try to aspire to be that. Be the man that you are.
I love him and I appreciate everything that he does. He really goes above and beyond for this family, and so I'm really thankful for everything that he does, and I hope he knows that we're all happy that he's our dad and that we never take him for granted, and I love every second that's spent with him.
Thank you for always being there for us and loving us.
I just want to tell him that I love him, because again, I don't like get to say it as often as I like, so I just want to say I love you, Dad.
I love him for infinity. I love you.
And that brings us to the end of the investigation. We love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day.